I believe that timed toilet breaks and webcam monitoring, amongst so many other ways that staff are monitored in the Philippines and in other countries as well, is invasive and wrong. And guess what? Nobody wants to join a business that operates in this way. But sometimes, given the market conditions and the jobs available, people don't always have a choice. But I believe that employers do have a choice to be better and to instill trust in the people that work with them. Because businesses don't have to operate with such high levels of observation and monitoring. You can motivate people in different ways rather than with fear. And that is exactly what they do. Companies that monitor and so intensively like this lead with a fear culture. And in my opinion, that should be eradicated from all offices. And we're not just talking about offshoring. The good news is that none of the clients that I work with monitor in this way, mainly because they don't feel it's necessary, because they don't do the same to their employees in Australia. But lots of other companies are still doing it. So I think there's a real need here for some of these companies that are doing this invasive monitoring to wake up, because they're not going to get the best out of employees by leading with a fear culture. They're not creating a trusted environment, and they're not going to get the best out of their people. But unfortunately, I don't know if it will stop or if it will get better in the future. But I make a promise to all of the candidates that I work with and all the clients that I work with that I will not work with companies that operate in this way. And I will not partner with organizations that treat employees like they're basically in prison. And I make a promise that I will do whatever it takes to make sure that no one I place in roles in Australia, in the Philippines, wherever, is working in those conditions and feels like they're not trusted by their employer. But if you are working in a situation right now where there is invasive monitoring on you, I want you to know that there are better options out there. More and more and more companies are looking to the Philippines and other offshore countries for talent. And most of them aren't looking for this invasive monitoring as well. So there are opportunities out there. You do need to find them. And you do need to be brave enough to say no to companies that are doing this. Because the more times that a company who does all this monitoring are said no to, the higher the likelihood is that there will be a shift and a change in the market. And that is what I believe needs to happen.